Hello, and welcome to 10 Minutes with TJ. I'm Terry, TJ Weisner of the CPO Institute. And I'm recording this call today. It's the first time I've ever done it, so bear with me if we have any technical difficulties. But I've got a number of folks out here on this conference call who called in today to learn about the 3 E's of relationship building on Facebook. Now, as the founder of the CPO Institute, we're all about performance improvement. We do focus primarily on sales and customer service, and our niche is primarily the dealership world, mostly automotive, but a few motorcycle dealerships in there. And we work with people to help them sell more. We help them build relationships so they can earn more revenue. And that's what we're all about. But as we study what's going on and we look at best practices, we've found that what I call the 3 E's works very well at building relationships on Facebook. So I'm going to share a few facts about Facebook and what those 3 E's are and a couple of examples of how you can do it. Now, for those of you who are on the call that are from other worlds other than dealerships, I think the explanations and examples will make it show you that you can use these things in your world as well. So first off, for the folks out there that have general managers or even dealer principals that think Facebook's kind of a fad, I remind them that Facebook, if it were a country, would be the 3rd largest country on the planet. 3rd largest country on the planet, right behind China and India. USA is number 4. That's how big this thing is. If it's a fad, it's a big fad. So yeah, you do need to get into it. And the first E I want to talk about is educate. Educate your customers. Educate your friends. Educate your followers and your fans. And when we talk about educating, a couple of examples I have are around in the world of safety and maintenance. There are a lot of things that people don't understand or misunderstand about their vehicles. Educate them on those things. I'm not talking about giving them the latest month's special on oil changes. Everyone knows you need an oil change. I'm not talking about the special for spring cleanup or whatever it is. Share things that they need to know. A trend these days that I know people are going after is to overinflate their tires so they get a little bit better gas mileage. Educate them that compromising the stopping distance of that vehicle. Now, I know every car and every tire set's different and so on and so forth, but you can educate people in generalities and they really appreciate that. Another thing you can educate people around is what's going on in the community. Most of you dealerships are really active in building and helping and growing the community and very involved in those things. Share that with them. Don't share it because you're involved. Share it because you want to help people understand what's going on in the cultural center. You want them to know what's happening downtown. You want to let them know about the new restaurant. I mean, come on, you're already in Chamber of Commerce and all those kinds of events. Share that information so people come to your site to know what's happening. Educate people. Another thing that you can do is to share future vehicles that are coming down the road. If you've got a vehicle that's coming out in a year, 6 months, whatever it is, go to the corporate link, download those videos when they share those, share them with your people. You don't even have to give them credit, but tell them here's the latest that's happening with this new pickup truck or this new sports car or whatever it is that's coming down the pike. Educate them on all kinds of cool things. Now, another fact about Facebook that's pretty interesting, I think, is that radio took 38 years to get 50 million users. TV took 13 years to get 50 million users. The internet took 4 years to get 50 million viewers. iPod had, in 3 years, 50 million. Took Facebook 1 year to get over 200 million users. Think about that one for a minute. Now, when I talk about entertaining, that's the second E. We had educate and now entertain. Entertaining is just that. Do things that are cool and fun and entertaining. Share videos, share music videos. One of the things that I saw a dealer do not too long ago is they have Music Monday, and they share 3 or 4 videos throughout the day that appeal to their demographics. And it's just really entertaining, and it's cool, and it's a great way to build relationships. What you might want to do is talk a little bit about if you're into racing, if you've got vehicles that are used in racing at the corporate level, tie into that and put some entertaining things up about what's going on in the motorsports world. People like that kind of stuff. They really find it to be an awful lot of fun. Historical facts are another thing that people really like to get. So go to history.com and upload the This Day in History thing. Do it every day. It takes you a couple of seconds to do it. And people love that thing. Again, it goes a long way in building relationships. Now, and when you talk about entertaining, you can go Google any kind of video. So put funny stuff up. Don't get into the political things, because, that gets people biases going, and it just doesn't help build relationships. You don't walk into a party and start talking to a perfect stranger about your political views, do you? You don't want to do the same thing on Facebook, because you are talking to strangers. Even though they're friends on Facebook, they're really strangers. So think about that one. So you educate, you entertain, and the third E is to enlighten people about what's going on. Enlighten people with what's happening in the world. By that I mean, don't give them the news. We get the news in a million different ways. When I talk about enlightening, I'm talking about things like, for instance, 96% of the world's population under 30 years old is on some sort of social network. That's enlightening. Now, do you need to know that? No. Does it help you do your work? Maybe, probably not. But it's enlightening. It's kind of fun to know, and you feel good about it. Share quotations. That's a great way to inspire and enlighten your friends. You can get some great quotations off of thinkexist.com or quotegarden.com. Both those sites allow you to go in and put in a person's name or a topic, and they'll give you all kinds of quotations that you can use to post. And I think you ought to do at least 3 or 4 a week, maybe at least 1 a day. People like that, and they find it inspiring, and they share it with their other folks, and that's how you start building those relationships and growing your following, if you will. Let's see. Another one that's really kind of cool is to get inspirational videos. In fact, those of you on the call know that this is July 1st, but those watching this on YouTube have no idea when this thing was videotaped, but it's July 1st. If you go on and Google July 4th videos, there are a couple of great videos that are very inspirational and patriotic that I think all of us should have on our page. In fact, as soon as I'm done with this video, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go upload one of those to mine and just share it with the world. You can do the same thing. And again, that helps build relationships because it's inspiring. So share those kinds of things with your fans. Enlighten them. They love it. Enlighten them. Let them know what's happening. It's a great way to build relationships. And like I said before, the CPO Institute is all about helping you build relationships to grow revenue. That's what it's all about in this business. It's harder to build relationships in a dealership today than ever before, but if you do all these kinds of things that we talk about, it's going to go a long way. The 3 E's on Facebook are great building blocks to building relationships in that world. I want to remind you that we are all about be your own Chief Performance Officer, and to do that you need to set your priorities, you need to create a plan, and you need to get a partner. You can't be a CPO by just going out and doing it. You need to do those 3 things. In fact, we say don't just do it. Use the 3 E's. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to do another 10 Minutes with TJ probably around July 21st. Look for it on Facebook. Follow me at Terry Weisner on Facebook, and we'll see you out there. Enjoy the day. I hope you enjoyed this 10 minutes. Bye.